Hi, my name is Roy Han, and here's my 5 tips for incoming students who are planning to take the Career Life Education course. My first tip is always set a schedule for yourself. Try and complete assignments on a specific date, and always try and reach that date. Yeah, the course is much easier to finish when you have a set schedule, and try and follow it to the best of your abilities. For example, for me, I try to submit an assignment every day, every other day, or even submit 2 assignments. I wasn't too good on the planning part, but I suggest for future students just set a good schedule and stick to that schedule. And my second advice for incoming students is really know what to expect. Kind of talk to your friends beforehand about what are some things needed in the course, and try and keep an open mind, right? There's a lot of things that I learned in the course, such as workers' rights and hours, minimum wage, that I previously did not know, and it was all really helpful. My third advice for incoming students is really be organized. Have set folders for everything. Have a CLE 10 folder that you have in your space, and have like mini folders with each unit so you can keep track of your assignments, because you're going to need some of the assignments later on, such as resume, cover letter. You're going to need some of that later on, so always keep track of where you put things and have folders so you stay organized and you stay on top of your work. The last thing you want is to lose something and you have to redo it, or you panic, right? And my fourth advice is just try and for like cover letter, resume, try and keep an open mind. Try and allow as much, try and intake the advice that is given to you. A lot of the suggestions are really useful. I learned a lot of ways to word different sentences, different ways to word things that sound more professional and sound better than what I previously worded it as. So kind of just try and take in as much information as possible, and try and take in as much advice as possible. My fifth and final advice to incoming students is overall just try and learn as much as possible. Just try and read everything. Just try and all the suggested articles. Try and do everything. Don't rush it, right? You really want to learn. You really want to experience it, because there's a lot of really good tips, such as networking, finding volunteering opportunities, and being able to incorporate all of this into real life would be very helpful. I know you might be young, you might be grade 10, you might not realize it now, but in the future you're going to need a lot of these things, such as knowing when you should be paid overtime and when you should talk to your boss about a safety concern. Just recently I found out that through the course that 40 hours is anything over that a week would be considered overtime pay. I didn't know that previously, and so I talked to my boss about it, and yeah, it was really helpful. I didn't know that before, so now I can keep that in mind for future, right? And yeah, those are my 5 advices. And just on a final note, just gotta really think about how the information presented to you in this course can be incorporated into real life, right? A lot of the information you may think is kind of useless right now, but it's going to prove to be very useful later on. So just try and keep an open mind, and try and think about how you can incorporate it into your life or in the future. Thanks. This is my 6.2 submission, Roy Han.